Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about starting seedlings for your garden. Whether you're new to gardening or looking to up your garden game this season, I got you covered. Starting your garden from seeds is a super rewarding process and it's easier than you may think. Now, if I tell you exactly what you're supposed to do, I will be a hypocrite. I know the proper way to start seedlings, but I don't follow it. I do what works best for me, but I will be telling you what you're supposed to do. In the great words of John Selden, do as I say, not as I do. First thing first, you're going to need a tray to start your seedlings in. Now you can do a container, a tray like this that I got from Walmart for only $5.97, I believe. It's like a dome. You can put water at the bottom so you don't have to continuously water them. It's like basically self-watering. It comes with 72 cells, which is a plus, and a lid to imitate a greenhouse. Now the first thing I did was pour water at the bottom. If you got some rainwater lying around that you collected, use that, but I use bottled waters, 2 to be exact. Now as for the medium, you would want to get some seed starting mix, some coconut coir, some perlite, rock wool, basically anything that is sterile and not soil. And the reason for this is because of bacteria and pathogens that might hinder the growth of your seedlings. Now like I said, do as I say, not as I do. I use a combination of soil and compost to start my seedlings. This works for me and might not work for everybody, especially those who feel like they don't have a green thumb and can't get their seeds to germinate or to sprout. That's why sterile medium is important. I personally never had a problem starting my seedlings this way, and it's probably because I'm always checking on them, make sure they're not waterlogged and not dry and also not cold. All of those things plays a huge role in starting your seedlings. You want the proper temperature to be around 65 to 70 degrees so they can properly germinate, and I also keep them out of the sun until I see those leaves. Now I'm planting a lot of seedlings for spring and summer that's coming up, so they can be ready and all I have to do is transfer them outside. But most of these seedlings will be inside indoors growing until they are ready to go outside. Now when you're planting your seedlings, you want to make sure that they are at the proper depth. Now on the back of your seedling package there will be instructions on how deep you need to plant them and the proper instructions on how to take care of them as they grow. Those words on the back of your seedling packets are important, trust me. They let you know when to plant them, the proper temperature that they thrive in, and the specific zones on when you need to plant them. That's very important. So if you're in the north, south, east, west, it lets you know when to plant them. Some seeds you need to directly sow them in the ground, like carrots, radishes, beets, etc. You can start them in containers or cells, but you will have to transfer them quickly, so it's best to plant them straight into the ground. Now when it comes to watering, you want to water gently. You don't want to flood your seeds, but they do need consistent moisture to germinate. A light mist or a gentle pour works best here. Just keep the soil damp, not soaked. What I like about these containers is that there's holes at the bottom, so I can pour a lot of water and they will still be good. But like I said, you do not want them soaked. In this type of container, you do not have to water so often. Now it's time to be patient. Depending on the seed, you may see sprouts in just a few days or a few weeks. It's important to keep an eye on your seedlings, making sure they're not drying out, and also watch for any signs of overwatering or mold. Once your seedlings have grown large enough and have a few sets of leaves, it's time to harden them off. This just means gradually introducing them to the outside environment. Start by placing them outside for an hour or two each day and increase the time over the course of a week. This helps prevent transplant shock. I hope you found this helpful. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're planning to grow this year. Happy gardening.